From the lives of our saints. Our church celebrates the feast of St. John the Faster. The following are some thoughts on his life and works. Born in Cappadocia in Asia Minor in the 6th century, John was formally educated in Byzantium. He was tutored by a renowned monk of Palestine, whose name was Eusebius, and who instilled in John the longing to serve Jesus Christ. It was after he was ordained a priest that John decided that he could fulfill his purpose in the church with a self-imposed diet that allowed for the barest of sustenance. In resisting the temptation to eat the delicacies that delight the palate, he became inured to hardship and trained to resist any form of temptation, physical or spiritual. He did this in deadly earnest, with no desire to impress anyone with his hardihood, which was asserted throughout his lifetime in spite of his meagre fare. An unseen hand nourished the dedicated John, who was not the gaunt figure people expected to see wherever he went in his service to Christ. His rise through the ranks of the clergy was a rapid one, and it was inevitable that he would be made ecumenical patriarch, serving as spiritual leader of Eastern Christianity for 13 years, from 582 to 595. At church and state functions, where banquets offered all manner of food, the ecumenical patriarch never went beyond the simple necessities of life, which seemed to afford him greater pleasure than the offerings consumed by the heartiest of eaters. When he was referred to as the faster, it was with reverence, because his miraculous state of health was attained through prayer and meditation. This combination seems to have given him a proximity to God which was manifested not only in the miracle of his well-being, but in miracles attributed solely to him through the power of the divine. It was not miracles, but John's hard work that raised the patriarchate to an exalted level, one that is outstanding in a long history of exalted patriarchs. He took personal command of all the projects set forth to improve the lot of Christians through aid for the poor, the establishment of hospitals, orphanages, and churches for service to all mankind. In the course of these vast undertakings, however, there was more than one manifestation of his ability to summon forth a small miracle, but he did his best to minimize his mystical power, calling on all to give thanks to God for his blessings. A most holy man, John was also quite human, and combined his human nature with the mystical one on an occasion where he was provoked to righteous anger by an action of the state. A day of festivity was set by the authorities in a state celebration, but it happened to fall on the day of Pentecost. When a call for the delay of the festivity was issued by an outraged patriarch, it was ignored by those whose interests lay irreverently outside of respect for the holy day. This so distressed John the Faster that he retired to a chapel and prayed for rain so earnestly that he was answered with a deluge that washed out the entire affair. Conversely, he prayed for the safety of a ship on which he was a passenger and which was about to founder in a storm, the answer to which was bright sunshine and just enough wind to fill the ship's sails. At odds with the popes of Rome because of his insistence on retaining the title of ecumenical, which applies to this day, St. John the Faster died peacefully on the 3rd of September 595.